you happy?
Well,
Jeez.
I mean, I'm happy with the score.
Why did I even ask? You're never happy.
No, this is true.
4-2 right now for your Sarnia Sting. But on the positive side there was only 10 shots on goal on us this time. And one was a penalty shot.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about the penalty shot?
Well,
I didn't see the call, so.
Nah, you know what? I think it was reasonable. I mean, I did not realize that rule existed where if you put your hand on the puck in the crease, like somebody other than the goalie, it's a penalty shot.
Yeah.
And Masty totally did it.
Well, there you go.
He did.
I caught the tail end of them calling that, but I couldn't really
call.
hear, right? So I was like.
But I mean, again, this was, if he had been doing what he was supposed to be doing in the first place, then we wouldn't have had Thornton wrestling around in front of the net trying to stop that puck from going in. And he wouldn't have had to put his hand on the puck in order to stop it right at the corner. So,
all right.
It is what it is, and Thornton made the stop anyway, so, Bob's your uncle, and away we go.
All right. Hey, we're seeing some of the former, we just saw Jacob Perreault up there. They're showing off right now, Michael Pizzetta, and former Stings, right?
Yeah.
Nice to see.
Chick.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Nice to
we've had some good guys, some amazing players come through this club.
We definitely do, right? Well, I think
not just Stammer. Stammer was, he's certainly done phenomenal in the NHL, and he was an amazing player here. But we've had some really good. Yeah, there's Stammer.
Josh Jacobs. There you go.
Yep.
They're highlighting them all. But the highlight is tonight. We've got to keep focused on tonight's game
For
here.
sure.
And it's nice to be in this lead, 4-2. We'll start with a power play. And our power play has been good lately, it seems.
Well, you know what? I think we started finding some chemistry on our special teams, which is good. And we found some lineups that are playing well. I mean, I can't say enough about Felak in this game and Easton Wainwright, both having really good, strong games tonight. Not so much our defense again, but,
there it is.
Well, you know what? It's the fact, we need to do something.
So what does it take to get them in sync on this defense side? I mean, they need to be stopping the puck further closer to the red line and not waiting so long to the blue, or what are you looking at?
Well, you know what? I mean, I think it's a little bit different in each defenseman's in the way their style goes, right? Mast gets a goal from the top of the circle, but that means he's a lot deeper into the zone than he probably should be, which means he goes in to take that shot. Now all of a sudden we got a forward having to go back to play defense, which that's not what they're
called forward for a reason. Defense for a reason.
Absolutely right. So
that being said, though, when the opportunity presents itself, and I think that's part of why we're where we're at.
And I think the other part is that, for all of our defensemen, there has to be that willingness to push the guy off the puck.
Yeah.
You've got to find those ways to get that Windsor player or whoever we're playing at the time. You got to get the guy off the puck. If they're coming into our zone, it's your job as a defenseman to separate the puck from the player and then get that puck moving back in the right direction again. Yeah. And I think that's where we're losing it, is that some of these guys just are not real strong at getting guys off the puck.
No, you haven't been a real fan of this chippiness either, where you just kind of swing the stick around and
absolutely not.
Well, we've seen that work a couple of times. The guy's got a puck, I can't quite get to him, and I slap his stick, he loses control, but
sure.
I still don't have control.
Sure, 1 out of 60 it works.
Okay.
I don't know about you. I'm not a big fan of those odds.
I didn't know you were keeping score on that.
Well, I'm just saying, That's the problem. When you're doing the
it's-
blind little chip thing and you're just swatting with one hand, you know, you're going to get the puck off the stick, but where's it going to go?
Yeah.
You know, and right now we're still hitting the other team.
It's kind of like controlling
half
the
the
cue ball in
time.
a game of pool. You can just
Sure
smash it,
is.
but if you don't know where the cue ball is going to end up, you're not set up for the play.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, I
you know,
hear
it's a little more strategic the
So
other way around.
why do we keep doing that? I mean, we've seen a lot of that. I guess is why I bring that up. It's like in the moment you just go, well, I can't get to him, so I'll try to at the very least.
Absolutely. It's a last-ditch effort, you know what I mean? It's like if everything else fails, we'll just swat at it and
But it would be
play
better
what
to
it
get
happens.
myself in a position where
Absolutely.
I'm closer to that puck instead of trying to play stick hooky.
That's the other part of it, you know. I mean, in some cases, you know, I'll give you that it's easier or it's harder to skate backwards and control the puck and
Sure.
at the same rate of speed that some of these guys are coming into the forward zone. I'll give you that. But, you know, you got to break from that and get the guy. You can't let him through. You know what I mean? So in some parts of that, it's about playing the man rather than the puck.
Fair enough. So get in there tight, try to take control.
Yep.
Instead of just chipping things around. In the corners, though, not too bad in the corners tonight. We haven't spent a lot of time there, and when we have been in there, it seems like we've kind of dominated that.
Well, and you know what? Again, you know, our score is showing it. You know, like when we're not busy banging around in the corners and getting our brains beat out in the corners, we tend to play better.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're playing a lot of open ice hockey.
Keep it out there where
in
we can
front of
see
the
it.
Yep, absolutely. And it allows you more room for control and stuff. And I think, you know, that means we play better hockey when it happens like that.
Seems to be the case for
So,
sure. And any time we've had done really well and come out winning games, that's what happened. We stayed out of those corners, put it out in the
Absolutely.
center of the ice. Easier said than done, I guess, sometimes when you're not the one out there doing it. But they've got to be back in that locker room recognizing the strengths that they had. This was a strong period for Sarnia Sting overall, obviously with the score. But like I said, we've stayed out of those corners, kept it out on the ice. Just got to tighten things up a little more, get a little closer into those Windsor players. And I don't know, we seem a little, you thought we'd see some aggression here. We haven't seen it, well, a little bit, right? But
No,
not
I
a
can
ton.
see the
And
frustration is starting to come out a little bit.
I think it's smart to stay away from that at this point now. You're coming out in the, the final period, but who knows?
Well, we're matching Windsor's intensity pretty well now, and you know, while it's still not a fast-paced hockey game necessarily, not as fast as we've seen, you know, we're matching their intensity pretty well, and I like that. You know, if we can keep that up or have just that little bit more than they do, I think there's good news going to be happening at the end of the game.
All right, well, let's hope that Jay Peckham's right again. I caught that. That's recorded on tape now.
Nice, I like it.
Let's hope that Jay Peckham is correct again. Correctamundo. Do you remember that? Correctamundo.
Absolutely.
And we'll be live at the post-game press conference at the end of tonight's hockey game either way, but it's looking very positive for your Sarnia Sting right now. Hopefully they can keep that positive over the next 20 minutes of hockey. But join us on the Sarnia Sting Facebook page, on the Show with David Burrows, and the Video Show Network for that post-game press conference. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Once again, I'm David Burrows and my friend Jay Peckham.
Go Sting, go!